DreAllDay.com.
What up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. This is a question I get sometimes when I post drills that I want to address, so I want to make sure people got the right information. I may post a workout, maybe I'm doing some ball handling drill, or I might be doing an off-the-court workout where I'm doing some kind of something for my body to build up my physique or get myself in shape, whatever you want to call it. Off-the-court basketball training, and somebody will leave a comment and say, hey, Dre, that's a nice drill, whatever. How many reps should I do? Let me explain this so that all of you understand. If I post a drill, let's say I post a video and I'm doing some squats, and somebody says, well, how many reps should I do? It doesn't really work like that. And I know that sometimes people get frustrated when they get that answer. It doesn't work like that because they just want the simple cut and dry, just do it this many times so they can just go do it. It doesn't work like that because you have to have a full picture. You got to know exactly what it is you're doing, first of all. When I train with my trainer, or I do a program, or I put together a program, or you get a program that I did, or you get a program from anybody out there, the program is put together for a reason. There's a reason why somebody doesn't just put out one video and say, hey, do 30 reps. Because if it's that simple, then all you just went out and did 30 reps of some exercise of a squat or 100 reps of a calf raise, what exactly are you building towards? We don't know. So let me just take myself for example. When I work with my trainer, Maria, she looks at my body. She looks at the way I'm moving. She looks at the way I'm performing. She asks me, hey, what's going on with your body? How are you feeling? What are you trying to accomplish right now? Are you trying to get bigger, stronger, faster, quicker? All of the above. Are you having any problems? What do you need to deal with? What are you working on next? Once she gets that information, what I want, and then she gets the information of what she sees, then she combines those two in her mind, being that she's the expert, and she says, okay, these are the things that we're going to do because they're going to produce these results. And these are the things that you need to do to produce these results. And I trust her knowledge, so I do what she tells me to do. The reason I'm giving you that background is because if I was to just come to you and say, hey, here's an exercise I do, some body weight squats, do 100 of them. I have no idea who you are. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're trying to gain. And you just doing 100 body weight squats is not necessarily going to get you any results. And even if you did them every single day, what is the result you're after? So that's the first thing you got to know is what it is you're trying to get. And the second thing is, where are you right now and what do you need to do to get there? And you have to know what those things are. And that's the reason why, instead of me just saying, hey, do X number of reps for this one, that's why I give you a complete program. That's why I do at Hoop Handbook. We give you complete programs which put together the full picture. I can't just give you one brush stroke and say, just do that, without you knowing the full picture, because then it wouldn't make no sense. So if you were trying to get stronger, let's say you want to build up your strength, and I say, all right, well, get on the bench press and put it at 250 pounds and do 3 reps every day for a year. That may not necessarily get you strong. You might be able to do 3 reps after 4 months. Let's just say hypothetically, whatever amount of weight it is. Once you get to that amount, if you just keep doing it, then you're just going to stay exactly where you are. It's not going to get you any better. So you had to progress through your workout. So it's not as simple as you just doing X number of reps for any exercise just because. You have to know what the goal is. And I tell people that all the time. The first question I ask anybody when I'm working with them, or somebody asks me a question online, is what is it that you want? What do you want to gain? Now, a lot of people don't know what they want. They just say, oh, well, do you have any tips for me? Or they say, oh, I want to get better. Do you have any tips? Or I'm playing against people who are really good. Do you have any tips? Or I'm going to try out for the basketball team. What should I do? Do you have any advice? That's not specific. If you don't know what you want, nobody can help you get there because you don't know where you're going. It's just like getting on an airplane. You can't call Delta Airlines and say, hey, Delta, put me on the next flight to Boston, and then hang up. They're going to say, okay, where the hell are you at? We got to know where you at so that we know where you want to go. So, or you can't call them and say, hey, I'm in New York, put me on the next plane, and then hang up. They're going to say, okay, put you on the next plane to where? Where you want to go? You got to know where you are, and you got to know where you want to go. And a lot of people have no idea on either one of those fronts where they stand and where they want to go. And where you want to go has to be specific. I can't just go to the airport and walk up to the desk and say, all right, Miami airport, put me on the next plane. And they're going to be like, okay, to where? Where? I can't just say anywhere. They're going to say, you got to tell us exactly where you want to go. We can't just put you on any plane. You got to tell us which flights you want to get on so we can tell you if there's any seats available, so we can tell you if there's if you could get a first class upgrade, so we can tell you what time the plane takes off. We can tell you which gate to go to, so you go to the right place. And we can tell you how much you got to pay us for the ticket. All that information is necessary. We're going to give you all that information, but first you got to tell us what you want. So you got to know what it is you're trying to gain before anybody can give you more information. And even when somebody does give you the information, they got to give you the full picture. They can't just give you one piece of it. Like, okay, you want to jump higher, so do 100 squats. That's not necessarily going to get you there, because guess what? The muscles that you work on when you do a squat are not the only muscles necessary to jump higher. You need a full picture, which is why we have something like the jump manual, which is a full program. It's not about you just, because people come to me and they say, Dre, well, the jump manual is this exercise, that exercise, and that, and I already do those, so I don't need the jump manual. No, it doesn't work like that, because if you're already doing it, and you don't need the jump manual, then you wouldn't even be asking me, because you already be dunking. Then you wouldn't have a problem. You wouldn't even be talking to me, right? So you need the full picture. You need the program, not just, oh, I do the exercises already. I do the exercises already does not get you results. What gets you results is having a complete plan, the whole picture of where you are, where you're going to go, and what's going to get you there. What's going to get you there are the people who already had the information. Myself, my trainer Jake, my trainer Maria, somebody like Jacob with the jump manual, or anybody else out there with the program. I don't have all the answers, and there are other people out there who have answers too. So you got to make sure you're getting the full picture and not just asking for one piece of it just so you can get an answer and go run and do something. And then when you don't get the results, who are you going to blame? The person who told you to do 100 squats, or the person who made the video and you said, oh, well, how many reps? Just tell me. It doesn't work like that. Get the full picture. Get the whole program, and then follow the advice of the people who already know what you're trying to learn. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Out this video, make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here, and make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day. Work on your game.